Says I'm live, but is it really working correctly? Find out on my tablet here in a second. So, I think I've talked about this Vic thing, and it's very interesting. Their court cases seem to be going kind of bad for them, and all of a sudden, a hit piece has just been produced, and none other than their lawyer talked to the media. It's pretty low. So let's see here. Twitter is a wonderful thing. Really? Why are we not, oh, there we go. Delay. So, anyways, she posted this on Twitter, and, let me tell you. It's very, the people come out. YouTube is not receiving enough video to maintain smooth streaming. As such, viewers will experience buffering. I can't change that. I guess I'm going to have to lower the quality. Anyways. Here we go. This is Twitter here. So anyways. Texas courtroom is the site of significant Me Too movement in the anime industry. And it says who's involved. News article titled Anime Gets Its Me Too Movement Clash Between Dallas Area Voice Actors. And I probably won't read any of this. I mean, you guys got eyes. You know. Oof. Oof. SJWs. Didn't like that we had to label the females in there. Does it matter if they're female? Did you really have to say if they were female? Could have just said two voice actors. You put this out there like it's a crime to sue women. Ooh, man. Where's all the tweets? There's a lot more than that. She also didn't really talk to the right, or mention the right people. Here's Nick Ricea tweeting her saying, "Looks like he kind of got comments from Nick Ricea. How is he to talk to?" That was kind of funny. And of course, she says, "I corrected the sentence." Me Too has destroyed 4 more innocent men and actual victims in this country than it has helped. Oof. Harassment online and in phone calls, efforts to have women fired or banned from family events, and marriage of death threats. Which is interesting because that's what they're being sued for, is getting him kicked out of his events. One of them is tortious interference. Oof. It's because exactly what's going to happen. Get paid. Mm-hmm. 5-year-old. Oh, look. Last week on a convention day. Let me guess, it's that video of that little girl. No, not there. And this guy. Let me tell you, he likes posting this little girl on here. First of all, they're in a large room with a bunch of other people, and he says but you get a 5-second clip.
Hey, what are you doing after the show?
Sounds a joke.
Let's all welcome Wonder
Yeah. Let's see what we got here when we open this up. I hate Twitter, I don't know why people like Twitter. So here we go. This guy's seemingly going in there. Yeah, here. We'll just take fan videos or whatever they find online and try to spin it the way they want. First of all, how do you know how old that person is? Because that doesn't even look like a teenager. You don't see before. You don't see the interaction before. And you don't see, well, and clearly she was laughing towards the end of the video. Let's watch that again. See, she's all smiling. What else we got here? What do we got here?
God, say I didn't pull her hair in the lobby that day.
Oh, so he's using the disposition video. But that's okay, because I have my own personal.
I had no indication when it happened or in the years that followed that we've been friends and interacted that there was anything offensive or painful about it. In my mind, my recollection, it was very casual, playful interaction, as happens all the time in the hallways of Funimation.
But you would agree.
Which is very interesting, because if you watch Monica's, she said that they're not allowed to have any sort of interactions like that. However, Jamie's affidavit says, yes, they do that all the time. She could have dug a little deeper. Alright, let's see here. We're going to get kicked out of this whole thing. Alright, here we go. What else we got here? More spores. Ooh. As a woman, fuck the Me Too movement. This man's life is ruined because of blatant jealousy and lies. Now keep in mind, they've been working this guy, almost for 20 years. And on top of all that, until that last video came out, which I might add is another issue, all of a sudden this came out. You don't think that's kind of weird? All due respect, this article doesn't give a fair respect of the trail given what has been revealed so far in the lawsuit. Instead, it vandalizes Vic's fan base and doesn't expose the supporters or the defendants were just as feverish, which is true. Because their Kick Vic side is saying that the other side, I stand with Vic, threatens them, and vice versa, which I think is partly true the way the internet is. So people that say we don't do that, well, you kind of can't really say that because people on the internet lose their minds. Vic Mignogna is a vile pervert, needed to be removed from any position to give him access to young women. And thankfully, he has now been. And the snippet from an affidavit by twin girls trapped in a hotel room sums it up. Now, the twins lived with two of the defendants, and they gave their sworn testimony. You don't think that's kind of odd? Conflict of interest. They lived with them. That just seems kind of odd. They're friends with them. Think about that for a minute. And how can you put what they say without some doubt? I can't wait till the rest of the court filings come out. Bias here is impressive. I thought it was supposed to be neutral. And she didn't know how much negativity she's going to get. This article is just disgusting. I stand with Vic. From my knowledge, not a single supporter blackmailed with doxing. Well, this puff is getting ripped to shreds. This isn't a Me Too movement. This is several people coming together and lying to ruin a man's life because he disliked his politics and religion. Not great journalistic integrity here. Man, I can get endless stuff from Twitter. It's amazing. He disputed the connotation pulled, or his oath said he flipped it around. Which is true. That is a public document. So I'm sure there's a transcript of it, not just video. Ooh, there goes not a public figure. Grapevine resident Vic Mignogna is a voice to be reckoned with. Ooh. Almost like this is a strategic lawsuit against public participation. I wonder if there's a catchier way to describe that. It's just crazy, man. Crazy. Not attempting to solve you, but I don't believe you did your due diligence. What started out seeming like it would be an interest piece turned into a social justice fluff piece. Let's see what we got here. This is a story that takes someone weeks to catch up with properly yet. Seems like a handful of hours put in. The pictures with a bad play. It has an interest to have side one story. Critiquing. I smell another lawsuit. Oh, you know what? I'm thinking of it. I'll pull something up here. Of course. Should have emailed it to myself. I decided not to update my team viewer, and now really didn't change that. That's kind of messed up. Boom, 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 boom. Go in my bat cave. I like this one here. You can get sued for directly calling someone this right here. This, not so much, but this here, you can. And this guy's a lawyer. That's the basis of why Ron Toye is being sued. And this guy put a tweet out publicly. And there it is. And it's amazing, man. It's amazing. This internet thing's only going to get worse. You know, it's only going to get worse. You know, I was just talking to my dad yesterday that this phenomenon is going on. I truly regret giving my mother Facebook. I really do. What has, over time, you know, she's getting involved, and she slowly turned into an SGW. Radicalized? I don't know. Some of the things she say, I don't know, truthfully. I can't even repeat some of the stuff she said, but a certain person heard that, yeah. I don't even want to say it in the stream, because who it involves would immediately probably trigger something. Ooh. But these memes, though, you gotta love the memes. Let's see here. Let's actually look at this article. Oh yeah, so might as well just put this in the description, right? Right. It's no time about it now. Dun, 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 dun. Oops. Alright. So that's now a description. Alright, let's go here. I don't want to read everything. So, website's in the description. Let's see here. Probably stalking. So that last movie he made was 22.7 million U.S. box office sales. And here's something that people don't know. People bought the DVDs. There was supposed to be a segment with Vic on there, and they pulled his what do you call that? Like commentary. They pulled commentary off. But yeah, it's still in the box. So before it even went to court, and on top of that, they took him off the list of credits on the sales page. So they started to wipe him off the whole box set. So that, of course, wasn't mentioned out here. Kisses or women. So it starts off kind of. Here's our war chest that they hate so much. And, that's where that one person got triggered, I guess, from that statement. Don't really. I guess this section here. Oh my god. Why do we have to put in these stupid little pop-ups? Can anyone explain to me why? These little pop-ups for notifications on a computer. See, all individuals targeted in Mignogna's lawsuit were among the store's of enemy talent fans who, here, tweeted critically about the actor's behavior. The intense fallout. That was tweet from Hannah Leah, which was butthurt over him not signing some homosexual art. She's been holding a grudge for what, over 10 years or something like that. Yeah, that's not in there either. Speaks of a rude a-hole, creepy underage female fans for over 10 years. Oh, here we go. Guess I did kind of mention that, but like how it's worded. It's the actual tweet. Let's see, animated voice actor, his co-worker, basically, retweeted accusation next day that she would post tweets by animation and giving names Cito. Oh, Arms Girl. Well, she got her name in there. Great volumes of sexual and urgent information reconsider its hiring of him. Adelaide tweeted most 4,000 times. Yeah, look at that. 4,000 times. That's freaking amazing how the internet just does that, you know. For comments. Kick Vic course has begun. Years of whispers from the outcries. But it was all over the pool website. Nothing really, any factual. Like, this whole time, I've been talking about this, and there's no factual evidence. Like, I just displayed that video that the bald fake lawyer guy keeps posting every time. I'm gonna be honest with you. I bet it's on his phone. I bet he watches it in his car, in his office, in between his little minute tweets. He probably watches it. Just saying. I'll respond quickly. I'll hug 1,000 people, and then I will say, so he's kind of open and friendly to his fans and hugging tight, and it was creepy. Said during the chat, what? So it appears that I'm going to need to revise the way I interact with fans at conventions. Well, yeah, after you know, of course he's gonna have to change that because now people are accusing him of heinous crimes. Of course you're gonna change your behavior. I like how she wrote that to slam him. Next day, Twitter called Roman accusations heartbreaking and posted his denial, not homophobic, not anti-Semitic, not a predator of any sort. Now, part of that too is there's a video of him yelling at defending homosexuality by a group of people protesting in the corner against it. Which, we don't talk about that. That's floating around. Yeah. That was actually a important tweet. What the heck is my tablet doing? In case you guys don't know, I have a tablet playing, so I know if things are working. See, several weeks later, Rael retweeted, "It happened to me." The same day, February 6th, voice actor Marty tweeted, I can't really repeat that. Can't repeat that at all, so we'll just say that. Let's see here, February 8th. She retweeted details of the incident, which I might add changed several times to the years, to this year. Let's see. And it was hair flipping that he said in his disposition video. She said it was pulling. See here, the tweet on here. See, everything's hearsay. So here's the tweet. Yeah, this is all kind of. Oh, they left out the P word, the other P word, which got him in here in the lawsuit. This is the tweet that got them in trouble. Did they actually talk to him? I don't know if they actually did talk to him. Interesting. Look at that. You know, if it wasn't for him, he probably wouldn't have took him to court. And you know, people are putting this lawsuit as that he's suing them for money, gold digging. He's suing them to clear his name. Like, that's allowed to be, but apparently in public eye, you're not allowed to do that. Defamation, tortious interference, and other charges like the civil conspiracy. That's a quote of Mr. Mercado. Look at that. Pushing for lawsuits. She said she changed it. She didn't change it. It's reading right here. During one Mercado's many online commentaries, he explains his motives for pushing the lawsuit. The biggest one is, yeah, he didn't push it. She said she changed it. She didn't change it. Let's put in a footnote. Half a day, it's pile up. So this is where we're at. Yeah, look at that. It's all on one side. Never mind, I'm trying to dox Nick Ricada in the legal document. If you watch the disposition video, you can clearly see that her fake crying. Actually, I don't know if I can pull it up or not. Kind of making a video thing that's mailed to Nick Ricada so he can post a clipped version, clean thing, and put it on his channel. Yeah, that's that. So they just talk about Kick Vic. Really I stand with Vic. at all. And apparently, this is interesting here. This is her lawyer, right? Let's go over here. Do we have a search on their website? Because this was brought to the attention. Actually, boom. He's talked to them before. Everyone had kind of made fun of him for his voice. I thought it was just a joke, you know. I thought maybe he had cancer or something. So, advertisement. So apparently, he really did contract West Nile. So you make fun of him. That's kind of not cool. So might want to stop that. You know, just saying. But anyways, this was 2012. So he had some contact with him before. Anyways. I think I'm going to play a video game after this. Apparently I'm at 18 minutes. Anyways, let's see what else we got here. See what we got here. Yeah. Alright. I'm going to move on from this. I think we've done enough here. Alright, let's see what else got here. Because I kind of like to scroll through these. Let's see. Tug has a baby. Yeah, here. Oh, someone deleted the page, the tweet. So, you know, let's look at something here. Gillette razors, mostly men buy them. So, all of a sudden, they decided to throw some shade at men. Oh, that's interesting. It's got a CBS logo. Oh, I hate that. Let's pop this bad boy up.
Bullying.
The Me Too movement against sexual harassment.
Masculinity.
Is this the best a man can get? Is it? We can't hide from it.
Sexual harassment is taking over.
It's been going on far too long. We can't laugh it off.
Who's the daddy?
What exactly are they doing? I don't want to play anymore because I don't want to go past fair use. That was 28 seconds, by the way. How's this about razors? It's more of a infomercial. I don't want to play you. Don't want to play you. See, this is what I hate. Pop that over. I'd rather pull one of these videos because I'm gonna
You want to come?
do. Anyways, they lost $8 million by putting these commercials out.
You want to come?
It's not a play. Do. What do I got in this one? Oh, wait, who are we from? Oh, this is Gillette. Oh, we already watched that one. I wish I could be a little more organized. I can't. Fortunately, I don't have time to kind of make a good program. Gillette, the best a man can get at losing $8 billion. Yeah, that's the guy right here. I'm not gonna show the thumbnail. Yeah, a guy made this commercial. Gotta put the man down. Man's bad this year for some reason. Why is that? Why is everyone being sexist all of a sudden? I thought being sexist towards women was bad. Now all of a sudden the man is sexist. Being put down, or women I should say. Especially the MCU slowly replacing male actors by women. Seems kind of odd, don't it? It's kind of strange. Really want to see that one commercial, but I'm not going to find it. But basically, there's this commercial, of course I can't find it, where there's two guys and a woman. And I guess the woman, or the two guys are going in the store. The woman comes out the store, and she goes out the door. And the one white guy turns around and he wants to go talk to her. And then his buddy, who's black, which I think is interesting, you gotta have the balance, grabs the other guy's arm and goes, "No, dude, no, bro, don't do that." So apparently we're not allowed to talk to women. Is that the message? How are we supposed to meet? Are we supposed to just use online dating now? Is that how it's going to be? I don't know. Man, I can't even find anything else. It's all. Oh yeah. I think that's a voice actor. What do we got here? That's a guy. And we don't have the video. But someone's got the video. There's a video. Basically, grabs him in for a kiss. Jennifer Lynn Hunt. Yeah. Look at here. Me and my new dude car. Oh, cool. He's a cool guy. Kind of like him. Oh, I kind of like his shows where there's two people, not just him. Just saying. Ooh. 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 What do you got here? So, not only the author of that Dallas News article is following Duchette, he even knew the article prior to actually dropping. Hmm. It's been public. Then the school will lose a lawsuit because of media sparing. Anyways, I hope he can overcome this. You know, he's never going to be able to work again when they get their stuff sorted out. He's how's he going to go back to his industry? You know, how is that? Oh man, I'm here trying to promote this GoFundMe here. This gentleman here has got a defamation lawsuit going on. You can get the information from Nick Ricada's channel. The website will be in the description here. Basically, 3 of his co-workers defamed him for sexual assault, and also the company for wrongfully terminating him. And we're looking at maybe 8 to 10 people in this lawsuit, maybe more. So if you find it yourself to donate, please donate for his cause. It's gofundme.com/f/vic-kicks-back. And if you want information on the story and everything, look up Ricada Law on YouTube. Have a good day.